You are currently inhabiting a simulation, but it is not one generated by a machine. It is a hallucination generated by your own fear. Look around your life at this exact moment. Is there a tiger in the room? Is there a blade at your throat? Is the ground beneath you crumbling into dust? No. Yet, your physiological state suggests otherwise. Your cortisol is spiking, your heart is a war drum, and your mind is racing like a rat in a burning maze. This is the paradox of the modern intellect. We have evolved to solve problems, but when there are no problems, the mind creates them to justify its own existence. Overthinking is not intelligence. Do not mistake the grinding of gears for the movement of the vehicle. It is, in its most primal form, a failure of sovereignty. You have allowed the tool, the analytical mind, to become the master, and it is a cruel, paranoid master. By the end of this dissection, you will understand how to dismantle this architecture. But first, you must admit that you are the architect. Consider the mechanism of the loop. A thought enters your consciousness, a possibility of failure, a memory of embarrassment, a fear of the unknown. A sovereign mind examines the data, extracts the utility, and discards the husk. But your mind does not discard. It dissects the dissection. You replay the scenario, adding new variables, new catastrophes, new humiliations that have not happened and likely never will. This is the feedback loop of hell, a term coined to describe the psychological necrosis that occurs when analysis turns cancerous. Your brain treats these imagined scenarios as real threats. It floods your system with adrenaline to fight a ghost. And because you cannot fight a ghost, the energy has nowhere to go but inward, attacking your own self-worth. You are burning the furniture of your house to keep warm, unaware that you are the one who set the fire. Why do you do this? Why does the human animal torture itself with simulations? Because you are addicted to the illusion of control. You believe that if you think about the future hard enough, you can grab it by the throat and force it to submit. This is future casting, and it is the greatest lie the ego tells the soul. The future is a chaotic storm of infinite variables. You cannot predict it. You can only prepare your character to endure it. When you overthink, you are trying to solve a puzzle that has not yet been manufactured. You waste your cognitive resources calculating the trajectory of meteors that will never hit you. This is not preparation. It is procrastination disguised as productivity. You are building a fortress against the wind, forgetting that the wind can simply blow through the cracks. Here is the cost, and it is steeper than you imagine. While you are thinking, you are not doing. Overthinking is the necrosis of action. It is the death of potential. Every second you spend agonizing over the perfect choice is a second where the opportunity is decaying. The world rewards the bold, the swift, the decisive, even if they are wrong. A wrong decision can be corrected. A non-decision is a permanent loss of life. You are terrified of making a mistake, yet by overthinking, you are making the biggest mistake of all: stagnation. Stagnation is nature's signal for decomposition. If you do not move, you die. This is true for the shark, and it is true for the human spirit. Let us dissect the shadow further. Why is this prison so comfortable? Overthinking is a defense mechanism of a fragile ego. It feels safer to worry about a problem than to face the possibility of failure in solving it. Worry gives you the sensation of work without the risk of result. You tell yourself, I am being careful. I am being thorough. But you are lying. You are hiding. You are hiding from the judgment of others and, more importantly, the judgment of yourself. The overthinker is a narcissist in reverse, believing that the world is watching their every move with bated breath. The brutal truth is that the world does not care, and that realization is your key to freedom. How do we excise the tumor? We do not fight the thoughts. That only feeds them energy. We practice surgical detachment. View your thoughts as external data streams, not as commands. When the loop begins, label it, this is a simulation. Use the Stoic principle of the view from above. Zoom out until your problem is a speck of dust in the cosmos. Does this thought matter in 10 years? In 10 centuries? If the answer is no, you are legally obligated by the laws of your own sovereignty to dismiss it. The antidote to overthinking is not underthinking, it is flow. It is the state where the mind and the body are fused in singular purpose. You must replace the habit of analysis with the habit of execution. When the mind asks, "What if?" the body must answer, "Watch me." Reclaim your mental real estate. Evict the parasites of doubt and the ghosts of the future. You are the observer, the decider, the sovereign. Stop thinking. Start living. The architecture is yours to command.